gentlemen, what's going on? Welcome back to the newest episode of Minds of Mayhem. Hold up, gotta fix that damn logo. So we was off last week due to the fact that it was my birthday weekend somewhat. So happy belated birthday to me. I'm 31 now. Don't feel it, but I'm 31.
Yup.
So there's that.
Welcome to the club.
Also, a lot has happened in wrestling. Also, we're both busy a lot, so when we try to do these episodes, we try to make enough episodes as we can. Just know that we're not forgetting about it. We're just, have stuff that goes on.
Yep.
So a lot has happened, bro. Also, shout out to both our football teams for winning today.
Yeah. It's about damn time.
His Rams beat the 49ers. My Eagles beat the Saints today. So we actually
My
have
God.
we actually have a good Sunday. Let's just say that instead of being mad.
Yes. Fucking good
And
Sunday.
very true, bro. And we got some
I'm
good
sorry.
topics for today, bro. We got some good topics today. Also, all I know is that this episode is called Cinema. Let's just say that. It's giving cinema. That's all I can say. It's cinema. So let's
Mm-hmm.
get started with the show, as I like to say. And we're going to get started like this with the rundown. All right, the rundown. So let's get on to the first topic, which is Cody and Roman makes cinema. That's the title says it alone is enough.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't catch Friday Night SmackDown this past Friday, when Roman and Cody met at Roman's former alma mater, Georgia Tech, where he played football at, for a meet and greet, like a meetup, basically.
Yep.
Both of them basically, trying to have trying to coexist for this match coming up at Bad Blood with a tag team match of them versus Solo and Jigga Fatu.
Mm-hmm.
So now we got the situation where Roman is still in that mindset that he runs WWE. In all honesty, Roman has been like it's like he's been put on the back burner a little bit. What I mean by that is
Mm-hmm.
think about it. Ever since he lost his wise man, ever since he lost that championship, ever since he lost Jay, ever since he lost Jimmy, he lost Solo as well. Roman is now, like Cody told him, a chief without a tribe.
Yeah.
And, and that's the thing is, I think Roman is still in that mindset that he still runs the show. Now, of course, a lot of fans will say Roman is still the headliner. We love Roman. Roman
Mm-hmm.
is that guy that brings in the views. We love it. But for the product
Yep.
now that's going on TV, Roman ain't the guy no more. It's Cody. And that promo they had when Cody was talking to Roman, Roman was kind of like, you see Roman's face? Roman didn't know what to
Mm-hmm.
do. He went into like fold mode a little bit. He was like, just saying what you want. And
Right.
it's like this whole thing with Roman and Cody, then you tie in KO into the story a little bit too. It's showing that one is going to be a lot of turns a little bit coming up soon with a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's basically showing that Cody, I think Cody, his problem is he's too trustworthy as a person when it comes down to certain wrestlers. I don't know if his dad ever
Okay.
told him don't trust anybody in wrestling's business, but he has
Mm-hmm.
became too friendly with a lot of these wrestlers. Kevin
Yeah.
Owens, Kevin Owens is feeling some type of way because think about it. Kevin Owens had to deal with Roman for 4 years and has not beaten Roman at
Mm-hmm.
all, hasn't conquered him at all, nothing. When Cody beat him, KO probably felt we finally did it. We finally got rid of Roman. But in all honesty, now Roman's back into the fold, and now he's teaming with Cody. And KO probably in the
Mm-hmm.
back of the mind, like, what are you doing, Cody? Why are you teaming with him? He did all this stuff to you. Why are you teaming with him?
Right.
But all I can say is that little segment that's 6 minutes and some change. I beg of you, go watch it. If you didn't see it, it's on YouTube, it's on Twitter, it's everywhere. That
Everywhere.
that segment Oscar worthy. I'm not even gonna cap because it's like, and you know who? Matter of fact, you know who did that? Remember Jeremy Borash?
Yeah.
He produced it.
I didn't even know he was still with the company.
Yeah, he's still with the company. Surprisingly, I didn't. Well, I'm like you. I didn't
Wow.
know the company either. Still, I didn't know.
Wow.
Yeah, think
That's
about it
amazing.
though. He's done a lot of good stuff at WWE. Remember he did the match between Taker and Styles.
Yeah, I know he produced that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, hey. But what did you think about the segment that happened on Friday night?
Um, it gave me hope as far as the storyline is concerned. Like it gave me hope in the aspect of we finally get to see th- what we've been begging for, the face off between Roman and Cody after WrestleMania. And everybody's been wondering what's Roman's going to say to Cody or what's Roman's going to do as far as Cody Rhodes is concerned. And just that segment alone or that promo, however y'all want to look at it, I loved it. From the entrances of both men to them meeting on the logo of Georgia Tech and just having that conversation of this is my city, this is my stadium, it's still my WWE, but Cody Rhodes is saying you haven't been here since WrestleMania, so how could this be yours if I got everything that you have or had? The WWE Championship, the WWE Universe, Friday Night SmackDown is now Cody's, and it just gave me that sense of oh my God, well, we want more of these cinematic meetups, these cinematic promos. And I think with this layer that they showed us on SmackDown, it now it now puts more pressure as far as the creative aspect of where do they go from here because of the productivity that we have out of this segment. And so me personally as an actor, I appreciate them going to the extent of okay, we don't have to have the weekly meetups in the ring in front of the people. We could take it here. We could take it here. We could go to any place we want to and make it magic. And as long as they stick to that storytelling aspect, it's golden. And I think I applaud WWE for that one because that one definitely caught me off guard. So I loved it from beginning to end.
I ain't gonna leave you hanging.
I'm
Ah,
just saying, like that was beautiful. That was beautiful.
I agree 100%, bro. Like you said, the meetups does not have to be in the ring all the time. For them to have it at Georgia Tech's football field where Roman played, but at the same time, Georgia is for the city, well, is a state that Cody is from. So it
Mm-hmm.
makes sense that the two guys that represented Georgia were only
Yep.
Roman represented Georgia Tech in football. He didn't live in Georgia for his life. So where
Right.
Cody
Right.
basically his family legacy is Georgia. With his daddy being a promoter for around the area and everything and the acting and all that stuff, it's like yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
like I said, I think WWE can benefit from these cinema like type things because if you notice, if you notice, a lot of like promos are like cinematic now. Like for
Mm-hmm.
instance, for example, Carmelo Hayes when you meet in the barbershop, cinematic.
Yep.
This past
Yep.
Friday with Chelsea Green, who is amazing by the way at what she's doing.
Yep.
She's
Mm-hmm.
she just did that little vignette she did getting for her track her dumpster match against Mia Yim.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, when it comes down to certain like promos and everything or cinematic vignettes, WWE is killing it right now.
Definitely.
It's to a
Definitely.
point where it's like, one, can they keep this going? And two, will it keep paying off for them? Because with everything is so in the works now for WWE, with Raw going to Netflix, then you got SmackDown possibly being 3 hours soon, possibly.
Hmm.
Then you got, well, now the cool thing about SmackDown is it possibly being 3 hours, they can do run over time.
Oh yes,
You ain't worried
absolutely.
about Fox no more because Fox used to cut them off like quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, this cinematic universe we live in now, WWE, is going to keep working.
Hmm.
And if you think about it, if anybody watches The Boys, the Roman and Cody rivalry, it reminds you of Homelander and, damn it, what's the bull name? I forgot his name already.
Oh, damn, I can't even think of his name either, but I know exactly
But
who you're talking
one of the main characters of the show. Them two,
about. Yeah.
like, they gotta coexist, but they hate each other.
Yeah. In fact, I'll do you one better. And you mentioned Jeremy Borash being the producer. I didn't expect anything less from Jeremy Borash because he did the Hardy Compound with those
Exactly.
guys, and the editing skills that he had over in TNA, and plus and you got to think. I feel like, and this might be a little bit off topic, but I think this partnership with WWE and TNA could benefit in a cinematic sense as far as what they can learn from them and what could TNA learn from WWE
Oh yeah,
as
definitely.
far as like their backstage promos and how to shoot from different angles. And like I said, that promo that we did, you could tell you in fact, I should have known that it was Jeremy Borash fingerprints all over it because he gave us a glimpse of the history of Roman Reigns in Georgia Tech. He gave us the highlights, and I feel like, and this is just a little small thing. I feel like if we're showing Roman Reigns history, we got to show Cody Rhodes history as far as the legacy in Georgia. And I feel like they could have went in that direction, but either way, what we got on SmackDown definitely top notch.
And I know everybody is like, when they always talk about, dynasties and families, they were like, Cody can't depend on anything because they always bring up his dad. I'm like, you gotta think about it though.
Hmm.
His dad was the guy. He was always that guy. And
He
and his
was,
last name is Rose. So of course he's gonna mention his pop because his pop was like the legacy.
and
And
then on
Cody
top of
now, who is now going to be the, go ahead.
no, I was going to piggyback off of that, saying like if everybody pays attention to what WWE is doing now with Cody Rhodes, you got
Hmm.
to think his dad Dusty Rhodes have a relationship with every guy that Cody has worked with thus far in the company. And you can say that this is their way of saying thank you to Dusty through Cody. At the same time, it's like we wish Dusty was here to see all of this. Like he could be that integral part of the story of Cody finishing the story, so to speak. Like what would Dusty say in front of Roman Reigns? What would Dusty say in front of Paul Heyman? What would Dusty say in front of the Bloodline? Like it's so many things when it comes to this story alone. And like I said, I felt like the history of Cody Rhodes and Dusty Rhodes and that particular territory should have been more displayed during that segment. Again, like I said, that's just my little small thing.
Yeah, everything you say, I agree 100% with. My thing is though, when it comes down to it with Cody, is people that still be like, "Oh, you only got this thing because it's because your dad," or some of them be
Hmm.
like
Yeah.
I think it's like mainly the Roman people that are Roman fans that
Hmm.
honestly hate the fact that Cody beat him still, and it's like they feel as though Cody only got this spot because he always mentioning his dad, or he's like saying this and that. I'm like, look, Cody's a hell of a wrestler.
Hmm.
Cody's a hell of a storyteller. Don't get
Absolutely.
upset. Like this is why I tell fans that be like, oh, you can't say nothing without you mentioning your dad. His dad is legendary. Regardless how you feel about it, his dad was a heavy hand in the business
Yep.
as a wrestler and as a booker. So at the end of
Yep.
the day, Cody's going to keep mentioning his father because his father gave him that knowledge to do what he needed to do. I just hate the
Absolutely.
fact that some fans are like, it shouldn't be like this. The title is now like secondary. I'm like, how is the title secondary? In what way is the title secondary now? Why? Because it's Romans don't have it no more. Like, what's the deal here? Roman still wants that title, whether you like it or not. Roman still
Hmm.
feels though that title should be still over his shoulders. Him losing to Cody when Paul said it the following Friday after WrestleMania week. He said it specifically to Solo. Things have changed, which made Solo go rogue against everybody. Roman's
Yep.
still in that mindset, just thinking, oh, I still run this. No, you don't. Like Roman, you're still one of the top guys on this show and company, but you
Hmm.
don't run this no more. The guy that has that title, the guy who's basically been there throughout the entire ring of his title reign, he's the guy. When he loses that belt, he won't be the guy. Granted, he'll be a top guy in the company, but at the same time, that belt gives you more power than anything. The Ulafala that I know that Solo has, Roman wants that back as well too. But Roman wants
Hmm.
everything back. But for Roman, it has to be one thing at a time.
Yep.
He has to get the Ulafala back from Solo if he wants to, like, get that power back into his family. But in
Hmm.
all honesty, Solo is probably a rogue for the Rock, and we all know this. That's the thing right there, because it's like, think about it. What did the Rock told Cody? Your story with Roman Reigns is over. Our story, me and you, has just begun.
Hmm.
Right? The Rock try to do anything to make sure his cousin doesn't get back to Cody. All I know is that this is going to be a long road to WrestleMania because we still got Bad Blood. We still have War Games. After War
That's the
Games,
thing.
we had no more pay-per-views till Royal Rumble. So all I
Royal
know,
Rumble.
so all I know is
Yep.
these next 3 months, buckle up, because it's gonna be a long car ride.
Fire.
All right, so let's get to the next topic. This one is actually a good topic we can discuss on because it's actually about Cody. So if anybody don't love Cody, you're gonna hate this
All
as
right.
much too. Cody Rhodes was named Pro Wrestler Illustrated #1 wrestler of the year.
Yep.
Now I know some Roman fans don't like it, and I know some other fans don't probably like it either. But hey, since winning the Royal Rumble, since main
Hmm.
eventing night to WrestleMania, he has been killing it as a champion, as a wrestler. Now I know a lot of people are like, well, he should be #1. It should be Swerve. It should be something like this. I love Swerve,
Uh-huh.
but Cody's run to get this belt was like a huge thing throughout the entire time of him trying to take that belt for 2 years. For him to finally beat Roman,
Yeah.
for him to hoist that belt at WrestleMania with everybody in that ring he's cool with, family wise, wrestling friends wise, everything. And for him to have match after
Hmm.
match after match, good matches too, not all bad ones. Maybe I wouldn't say all bad ones.
Right.
I think I would say one match was like it didn't like go over like it was supposed to, and that was a SummerSlam match against Solo, the first one. But they made up for the match
Hmm.
against each other on SmackDown in a cage match, so they made up for it. But Cody, he has done what he's
Okay.
supposed to do. He's been great this entire run, and for him to be named PWI number
Hmm.
one wrestler of the year, like his dad, which is crazy. Him and his dad have this ranking now. It's insane. Like I said,
Hmm.
Cody has made a name for himself, wrestling wise and superstar wise. Cause think about it, the wrestler we love Cody, but the superstar outside of WWE is bigger. You
Hmm.
got kids love this guy. You see a lot of kids in Cody coats. You see him carrying the plushable dogs. Then get the belts, the toys. Cody is arguably now the face of the company. As it stands right now, he's the face of the company, whether you like it or not. He is the face of WWE.
Hmm.
Until somebody knocks him down, he is the face of the company. Yes, Roman is still box office. Yes, you still have guys like Seth Rollins, Damian Priest, Gunther. You have guys in NXT like Trick Williams and
Hmm.
Ethan Page. Those guys are all going to be there. But right now, the face of WWE is Cody. So, what's your stance on him now being named PWI's number one wrestler of the year?
Not surprised. Point blank. Period. Like I'm not surprised because you pretty much hit the nail on the head. Like his everything from his merchandise to him being champ and the story behind that. Plus, everybody loves the theme song. So there's that.
Yeah, it's true.
Um, the thing is though, I feel like at the end of the day, yes, Cody Rhodes is the face of the WWE right now. However, we're at, and this goes back to the previous topic between Roman and Cody. There is a power struggle that's going to happen. We just don't know who and where is going to happen. But there is a power struggle between Roman, Cody, and I'm gonna toss in a wild card and say Rock. And the reason why I say that is because, like we said, Rock said, Cody, you and I, our story is just beginning. Then we got Roman into the picture saying, "This is my city. This is still my WWE." Cody saying, "This is no longer your WWE." So with that, I feel like why not have Cody Rhodes as number one? Because he's the guy. He's the guy that everybody's gunning for. I mean, yeah, you could talk about everybody else in like AEW or TNA and all that other stuff, but on the bigger platforms such as WWE, why wouldn't he be number one? Why wouldn't he be the guy to be at all the live events, all the TV appearances, all the interviews? Everywhere you go, Cody Rhodes has been a man of his word as far as being the champion at every event. It's a risk behind that, and it's a very reasonable yet selfish risk to do that. But at the same time, he wanted to be that champion to say, "Give me the ball, let me run with it. I'll run it until I can't run no more, and whoever's the next one in line has to fill that role as champion." We don't know who it is yet, and I can't see anybody knocking off Cody Rhodes just yet of being number one, of being the guy. I really don't. I mean, we can sit here and say Roman can be that guy, but we don't know what they have planned for Roman. We can say maybe, just maybe, somewhere down the line, Solo may be the guy to knock him off, but there's there's nothing there
There's nothing there.
For Solo just yet. But again, like I said, I'm not surprised that Cody Rhodes is the number one wrestler for PWI. It the man is what I like to call a traditionalist. Like he has the old school mentality of wearing a three-piece suit, having the championship held a certain way. His his promo deliveries reminds you of that old school Dusty Rhodes, Ric Flair mentality as far as being a champion. And so it fits him. It fits Cody very well. And plus, if you look at where he came from up until now, with Legacy, with teaming with Hardcore Holly, all the way up until now, he's been undesirable yet undeniable, as he likes to say. So
Yeah.
number one, why not?
You say
Why
it goes
not?
back. You say it goes back to Hardcore Holly. I even go further back. It goes back to OVW when he's with Todd Dillinger as tag team champions.
He was down there. Yes, he was. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So, like I said, Cody Rhodes, he deserves this honor. Now, only thing is though, they saying will he hold a championship for a long period of time? I mean, if he can hold it past WrestleMania, it'll be a year.
I see that, but I don't see that.
To be honest with you, I kind of see him holding that belt for a year at least, and then
Okay.
he'll lose it probably maybe that summer. Like give him a nice lengthy reign, let him do what he got to do, and then let him drop the belt to somebody that's like hot and upcoming.
You know what? I will agree with that, only depending on if he turns or not.
That
Mainly
part,
because
that too,
yeah,
that too. Yeah.
yeah, because if we talking about that power struggle with Roman and Cody, fans are most likely going to expect the Cody Rhodes heel turn. We haven't seen that in WWE in so long. Like his first heel run with Legacy was it was okay.
Then
As
he went
Dash and
solo.
yep, and then the whole Dash and Cody Rhodes thing, people were catching on. But again, eh. So now we get to this level of Cody Rhodes. We seen a glimpse of that on the Indies and Ring of Honor and TNA and
I think because
AEW.
AEW never healed. He was never in AEW. He was just always healing, even Ring of Honor,
Wow.
New Japan, TNA.
New
He had a
Japan.
little heel run, but then he left TNA.
Right, right.
But like he
See,
like, but Ring
I
of
never
Honor
knew.
in New Japan, he was heel a lot.
Yeah, I never knew he never turned heel in AEW. I thought
Never.
that was just. I thought, in fact, come to think about it, you're right because there was he couldn't go for the championship because of his position at the time.
He lost. This thing is, he lost to Jericho. If he loses to Jericho, he no longer challenged for the world championship, which made
Yeah.
no sense at all at the time. But I can understand why he did it because he was an EVP and he
Hmm.
didn't feel as though he needed to be champion. At that
Yeah.
time, they were just starting out as a company, so it's like they need to, step back a little bit, let it breathe.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
It's
overall, other than that, congratulations to Cody for being named PWI's Wrestler of the Year. He deserves it, so let's give him applause for it. And a thumbs up like my man just gave.
I peeped that too. That was slick.
All right, so let's get to these last few topics. We got one more coming up right here. And this one's about tomorrow's possibly main event, maybe. I'm not sure if it's main event or not yet.
Okay.
Can Jey Uso
Woo.
win the big one, win the Intercontinental Championship tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw? Now,
Mm.
after this past promo he just did with Braun, it gives me hope that he can win the belt because that man literally got in the Braun's head. He told that
Hmm.
man, I'm a dog, walk your ass. Called him a boy. He told me he was still in diapers when he won championships. Then he
Hmm.
said, this reign's going to be short and sweet like your NFL career. When
Fire.
you see Braun's face when he said that, that pinched the nerve in Braun's head a little bit.
Fire.
Dude, be careful.
Yeah, I tried. I don't know.
That put a little like hurt in Bron's like heart a little bit. Cause Bron
Yeah.
did play in the NFL. He was an NFL guy. He did play well. It's just that he didn't stay in the league as much. Cause he's played for the Ravens actually. He was a fullback,
Mm-hmm.
but he never
Mm-hmm.
got a chance to like really play like he wanted to.
Right.
For Jay to literally say that to him, and he was mad. And then of course Bron got the first hit, tried to go for the spear, and then Jay hit him with a spear. Then we go
Mm.
to the end of the night. We see Bron jumping out of nowhere with a spear to Jay, which is funny.
Right.
Like Bron's spear is like insane. His speed isn't crazy. But does this promo in this segment between Bron and Jay give me hope that Jay can possibly win tomorrow night? I would say yes. But if he were to lose, I would understand it, and here is why.
Okay.
One, they look at Braun as the face of the company in the next few years.
Mm-hmm.
They look at Braun as the blue chipper, the guy that'll lead WWE for years to come. Mind you, he's only 24 years old.
How about that?
He has plenty of time to keep doing what he's doing. Like majority of the wrestlers now that are in wrestling are young as hell, and they're showing that they're years beyond their experience.
Mm-hmm.
So for this to be like this big match between Jay and Braun, like I said, would I be upset if Jay loses? Yes, but I will understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be happy if Jay wins? Hell yeah, because Jay has been on fire since being on his own.
Yep.
I know everybody
Yep.
is hoping for him to get back to the bloodline story, but right now, this is Jay time to cook. This is Jay's time to do his own thing. Like let
Mm-hmm.
him be his own thing. Now, I know one thing: his damn daddy got to stay off of social media because he did a whole thing. I think a situation with Jimmy. It sounded like something was wrong with Jimmy. I guess some shit like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I said, Rikishi wants good for his sons, and I understand that. But for some
Mm-hmm.
reason, like I said, you have to be quiet, Rikishi. Seriously, you know everything. I get it. You want best for your sons, all three of them. I get it. But
Mm-hmm.
let them cook. Let them work on their craft. Like yeah, let them like burn on the stove a little bit. Like come on now. Let
Yep.
if Jay wins tomorrow night, everybody will be happy. Now, of course, everybody will be like, why you take the belt for Braun? If Braun loses the belt, he's 24. Has plenty of time to be champion again. Has plenty of time to have multiple rings. Let just
Mm-hmm.
Jay have this one. Cause Jay
Yep.
deserves it after the stuff he's been doing, the stuff he's been putting in for this.
Mm-hmm.
His fandom alone deserves a title reign, at least. The Yeet shirts, the glasses, the fans doing the Yeet every time he come out. Now you got Rhea Ripley doing Yeeting stuff, which is hilarious because both of them are married. and, they're,
Right.
and they're making this whole story like they go together. I'm like, yo, come on now.
Uh.
We know it's entertainment. It's entertainment at the end of the day. Their significant others know that it's entertainment. They're not that insecure. I hope.
Yeah. Yeah. That too. That part.
I know Buddy be chill, but I don't know about Jay's wife. I don't know.
Listen, if Rikishi saying something, his wife gonna be saying something.
No, Rikishi just Rikishi. He got his own podcast, so it's like
Yeah.
these podcasters be got crazy out here. Like we can't talk. We got our own podcast.
Wow. Wow.
But no, bro. How would you feel? Well, matter of fact, let me put it like this: can you see him win the belt tomorrow? And be honest.
mm. I have no choice but to be honest. I don't. I really don't. And
Okay.
the main reason why I don't see him winning that title is because, again, I feel like they have something major for Braun coming up, and it involves the IC Championship. But at the same time, I would not be surprised if they did give it to Jay. And everything you're saying as far as Jay working his way up to like that first singles championship, 100%. I would love to see Jay Uso finally get his just due of winning the IC championship. However, again, Braun Breaker, I feel like Braun Breaker is one of Triple H's favorites. Not to say this as a bad thing, but at the same time, Braun Breaker has that it factor. He has an it factor along the lines of a Jey Uso, as far as you hear the dogs barking, roo, 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 all of that other stuff, and the fans dig it. The fans dig it a whole hell of a lot. The flip side to that is, I feel like at the same time, Triple H sees Jey Uso as a made superstar without a championship. So it's whether he wins it or he doesn't win it. The fans are still with Jey Uso. And I think that's Triple H's viewpoint as far as why he doesn't win the big one. Again, going back to me seeing that he doesn't win the championship, Braun Breaker is like on a whole nother level. And I don't see Braun Breaker losing that championship anytime soon. He literally just got it. I mean, he had it for what, 2 months now? If that.
He won it at SummerSlam, so it'll probably be a
So so
month.
about so about a month.
Yeah.
And as far as the Intercontinental Championship is concerned, I never I might be wrong when I say this, but I've never seen anybody win a championship and lose it a month after, as
That
far as my
happened.
knowledge is concerned. And again, I don't doubt that it didn't happen. I just never seen it. But
I said we seen it happen the night after WrestleMania. Remember Zack Ryder?
exactly, he lost it the night after. I seen that one. I seen that one, and even with
Well,
that,
not
is
Zack.
like,
Well, we can't call him Zack Ryder no more. He goes by Matt Cardona. Zack Ryder is technically to him say is dead. So it's Matt Cardona.
I do you one even better. Brett Major won the championship and lost it the next night. But anyway,
Not Brett Major. You went way back. Jesus. But go ahead and
um,
finish. Yeah, go ahead.
but yeah, but yeah, like I feel like they trying to give the same prestige that Gunther had when he was in the Continental Championship, and as far as building the champion. Gunter is a beast without the championship, regardless. But I just don't see I don't see them giving Jay a championship just yet. I don't know if they're waiting until a WrestleMania or maybe a Royal Rumble of some sort. But
Hmm.
again, I just don't see I don't see them giving it to him this soon in Braun Breaker's reign.
This is why I can say that I can. If they, this is why I say yes to it. That's why I say. To
Okay.
me, you let Jay win this. One thing I can say is it can be like a trial run for him. Reason why I
Okay.
say this because Gunter's going to need another opponent next year, possibly.
Hmm.
And if you let Jay have not say a long run, but have this trial run with this Intercontinental Championship, have him have a run with it, and possibly then lose it again to Braun, maybe that could set up Jay to be in the world title picture, maybe.
Hmm.
Because he was in the title picture before when he fought Priest. Him and Priest had a great match.
Hmm.
And I know everybody be like, well, Jay need more moves and everything. I'm like, we can't sit here and be like, Jay needs more moves. And we had Cena do 5 moves and he won every match.
Hmm.
It's not a shot at Cena, just that I know a lot of fans like, we need more moves, we need this and that. I'm like, look, the moves are the moves. We can't really just like what they do. It's all about that aura you have. Is about are the fans behind you.
Hmm.
That's the main thing. and fans are behind Jay. Like that's why I say tomorrow night it should be his time to win that belt at least. At least just let him have this run. At least just this run.
Right.
If he loses, like I would say maybe like in 2 months or at Royal Rumble or something, cool, fine, I'm cool with that. It just means that you gave this guy a shot to have a nice title ring at least. At least let him move, like have a title because it's like the guy fits that mold to be the top guy of your show. He's
Right.
arguably the top face on Raw right now. Yes, you have CM Punk. Yes, you have Seth Rollins. Yes, you have Damian Priest and everything. But
Hmm.
as a male competitor face, he's on the top list right now.
Right.
I don't care what you say. Once you hear his music, you go crazy. Once he's out in the audience is vibing with him, whether he's doing the whole yeet or
Hmm.
anything. They're vibing with Jay.
Yep.
So tomorrow night, do I see him win the belt? I hope. If he loses it, I will understand why they want to make Braun to be a nice time champion. But
Hmm.
in my opinion, I would give Jay this opportunity at least to show that he can be a champion as a singles competitor instead of being a tag team guy. Because
Yeah.
he had tag team already locked down for years. He's good on that.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Him
Yeah.
as a
Yeah.
singles competitor, him having that first championship will solidify him as a singles competitor.
Hmm.
So let's just hope for that. That's all I can say on it. Let's just hope.
Yeah.
And you want to add on to anything to that?
I mean, yeah. And again, I see your point. I feel like at this stage in Jey Uso's career, he calls himself the main event. He calls himself main event Jey Uso. However, he wins this. He if he wins the Intercontinental Championship tomorrow night, will they just see him as a mid card guy? That's the question. And it's like you give him a shot. He wins it. Let's say he wins the championship.
Uh huh.
Okay, we got Jey Uso as champion. All of our potential dream matches, as far as Jay being Intercontinental Champion, are now done ish. So Sami Zayn is chasing the World Heavyweight Championship now. We have again, if Jay wins, rematch with Braun Breaker,
Yeah.
and we know how rematches work. Then on top of that, we got to go back to the Judgment Day. Dom Mysterio, could he be a challenger if Jay wins? Of
Yeah.
course, with
There's
Rhea
a,
Ripley.
there's a few challengers that can be with Jay. You got, like you said, Dom Mysterio,
Hmm.
Chad Gable.
Yeah,
You got Ilya Dragunov.
I forgot about Dragunov. Right? Yeah, yeah.
You can actually throw Dragon Lee in there too.
That's
Like
what
I
I'm
said,
saying,
it's
and that's what I'm
multiple.
saying. Like I feel like I said, if Jay wins, he's going to be in that mid card conversation, and he's going to be there for a while. As far as him going up to the big championship, who knows where he goes from there? That
You gotta think
even
about it
if
though. But you gotta think about it though. Anybody that does mid card titles and everything, that's a stepping stone.
oh,
And
it is, yeah, absolutely,
it's a huge stepping stone. In his case, it's a big one for him because think about it. This will be his first singles title. It's not like he's
right,
been single champions many times. He's been
right,
in the main event picture. He's been like there. It's just that he doesn't won the world championship. And like I said,
yep,
this being a single title, if he wins it for the Intercontinental title tomorrow, that will be something big for him. And that will
hmm,
catapult him possibly to be a main event championship player. That's how,
right,
like I said, what you're saying is true. I get what you're saying.
hmm,
But at the same time, Jay, he can have a match with basically anybody on that roster that's like mid card. A lot of those guys mid card can move up soon. I would say some of them, not all of them. We don't know because it plays into a role of who's championship material, this and that. we can't really put that label on people like that because
That's yep.
we
Mm-hmm.
said the same thing about Cody. Kofi. Kofi was always
Ah.
think about it. Kofi was always in the mid card picture with the United States title or the IC title. He was always a tag team
Mm-hmm.
champion with somebody, whether it was with
Mm-hmm.
Evan Bourne or Truth or the New Day. For
Yep.
him to break out to be world champion like he was, that was a big deal for him because he got over that stepping stone.
Mm-hmm.
Jay possibly winning the Intercontinental title, having it for a little bit, then possibly losing it, and then
Mm-hmm.
making a run possibly at the World Championship, that'd be big for him. But
Mm-hmm.
let's just get this first step out the way first. Let's just see if they pull the trigger tomorrow night. We will both be watching, and plus we're gonna talk about it that Sunday. Cause
Yep.
lucky for us, our teams don't play at 8 o'clock.
Thank God. Thank God.
Because the night that we did the episode we did with the last episode, we had to do it early because y'all was playing early, 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
So we had to do that.
Yep.
So just a heads up for everybody. When one of our teams is playing at nighttime, the episode will either not be happening or it will be early, like early, like 5 o'clock probably or 6 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
So let's move on to the next topic because we got two more topics and then we're gonna get out of here in a few. NXT is on fire. If you haven't
Mm.
been watching, I suggest you watch. Reason why I
Yeah.
say this
Yeah.
because one,
Yeah.
they're moving to the CW. They're going to
Yeah.
be on national TV, not just
Again.
cable. They're going to be on national TV where everybody can watch them.
Yep. Yeah.
Their first show is going to be in Chicago,
Yeah.
where it's CM Punk country, and now we just found out that CM Punk will be the special guest referee for the NXT Championship match between Trick Williams and champion Ethan Page, who has been
Yeah.
killing it since being in NXT.
Yeah.
AEW really dropped the ball with him, big time.
Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Then, of course, we got Roxanne Perez defending her NXT Women's Championship against
Roxanne.
Julia.
Roxanne.
Roxanne's been killing it too as his heel persona. Her and CM Punk this past Tuesday was great in that ring. Both the back and forth, the banter, it was great.
All she want to do is party all night.
Then, of course, we got Obafemi, who's most likely going to defend his title against, um, uh, damn it, got his name.
That guy. That guy. Just
Shut
that
up.
guy.
Who is that guy? Tony
Oh no.
D'Angelo. Tony
There you
D'Angelo.
go. There you go.
He's going to defend him against him. And then
Oh,
we just found
Femi.
out.
My God.
And then we just found out at NXT St. Louis, it will be Randy Orton competing in the match against Javon Evans, which we already know. Javon
Whoo.
Evans, you know how he jumps and everything. Just
Whoo.
be prepared. And you heard this first for RKO out of midair with Javon Evans. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yep.
It's gonna be a great
Yeah.
match. It'll be a great match, but just prepare for that RKO.
Yep.
Also, I know, bro, you don't hate to hear this. I know you're gonna hate it.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think they said I don't know if it was going to be in Chicago or St. Louis, but they just promoted Sexy Red.
Oh God.
I told you he was going to hate it. I told you.
Why?
Yeah,
All
think about
right.
it. When she, yeah,
All right.
okay. Before you
All
lose
right.
your mind, like I told you this before,
Okay.
when she did the first episode, when she did her first time being there on NXT, it did
Mm-hmm.
numbers.
It did. Yeah.
Then when she did Battleground, did numbers.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Now she's going to be probably either on Chicago or St. Louis. I'm not sure which one they said, but she's going to be there. I don't know what she's going to be doing the capacity, but she is going to be there.
You know what else did numbers?
Oh, here we go.
You know what else did numbers?
What are the numbers, bro? What are the numbers?
Her sex tape. Do we not see what's going on, WWE? Stop it. Stop it. My God. WWE. Listen, I understand you're trying to make NXT big. We get it. We already got one Sexy Red on there, and that's Lash Legend. She could get it all day. But Sexy Red? No. No, no, no. Save yourself. Please. And thank
Okay, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
you. Yep.
You hear
I
me?
said it. Yeah.
That's for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the hell? What type of rant?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
But let's get back to the topic.
Uh-huh.
um, like I
Uh.
said, NXT is. Oh my god, I don't know how to come off of that.
She didn't. Never mind. Never mind. Never
Oh,
mind.
shut up!
I was. I
Shut up!
had another joke. I had another joke for that, but I
Shut up!
never mind.
Shut
All
up!
right.
Oh my god!
Go ahead. Go
Ah.
ahead.
But
Go
all
ahead.
seriousness, NXT is killing it. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. Like I said, they're in Chicago. You know, Chicago is always something big going on.
Yep.
We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if somebody's going to debut. Could be somebody's coming in that we didn't expect to come into the company. Like, my wish for NXT is I would love to see Ricky Starks there from AEW.
Mm.
Debuted that night on Chicago. It makes sense because one, if you notice in AEW, he has not been used.
At all.
He
At
is
all.
like here's the sad part. His tag team partner and Big Bill, Big Cass, he's
Hmm.
more used now on TV more than anything. And it's like, wait a minute, you use Big Cass. Nothing against Big Cass though, nothing against him. But
Yeah.
you don't use Ricky Starks, who's arguably one of your best guys on the mic, who can go in the ring, and it's like you're not using him. That's why I'm like, I hope, and I'm not trying to make him like leave a job or anything. I'm
Hmm.
hoping that he goes to NXT at least. Cause think about it, Ethan Page was at AEW. They didn't use him at all as much. They had him in a little
Right.
segment with Matt Hardy and everything, and all that stuff, and they didn't use him at all after that. It was like he was just there.
Right.
This Ethan Page has been on NXT within 6 weeks. Six or
Hmm.
four probably. He won the NXT championship. It's
Which is
amazing
crazy.
how he became champion within 6 weeks. That's the many a times that AEW didn't do nothing with him. That's crazy to me. They even had Ethan Page on Ring of Honor, and they ain't do nothing with him on that. I'm like I said, a lot of wrestlers that are in AEW. Like I said, I like AEW too. I'm not trying to bash the company. My only
Hmm.
problem is though, when you have certain wrestlers that you can benefit off of, you don't use them. It goes both ways. The WWE does the same thing, but to at least to
Oh.
a degree, WWE will use them and will use them properly, to where AEW
Hmm.
will just use you for a little bit, then put you on a shelf like you Woody in Toy Story 2.
Ha! 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 Ha!
It'll be like a whole situation where you'll see Mr. Potato say, Woody's been shelved. That's how I
Wooly's
feel.
been shoved with a
That's how,
ripped arm. Like.
that's how it feels. Like, come on, man. But like I say, in all honesty, NXT is going to kill it with these two shows they're doing back to back in cities. They're not doing it at the Performance Center. They're doing
Hmm.
one in Chicago, then one in St. Louis. Then the rest of the episodes probably be at the Performance Center, but they'll likely go on the road a couple times more,
Yeah.
which is good for them. And like I said, the talent is top notch now. You can't
Yes, it
look at
is.
NXT is still developmental, but at the
Hmm.
same time, the show puts on great matches. A lot of those wrestlers that's there are not developmental wrestlers. They're like they're coming into their own. Over
Right.
Femi, when he goes to the main roster, he's going to be a beast. Ethan Page, as soon as he's done with NXT, goes to the main roster. a great heel for the company.
Absolutely.
Trick Williams going to be a big name. Fraxium, but you know, them two, the tag team, they're going to be big for them too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And as soon as she drops the belt, main roster, big time.
Up there. Yep.
Who else? You got so many. Johnny Jordan. So many of them can be so big. It's going to be crazy. So, like
Yep.
I said, NXT, keep doing what you're doing. I can't wait for those 2 episodes. It's going to be on the CW. I'm glad I have CW on YouTube TV. I'm happy we have that on there because I would be like, I got to go on an antenna and pull it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, let's get to this last topic. And this will probably be a quick one. And we'll, give our answers towards it. And
Mm-hmm.
this is, what is your favorite? So, this question is for both of us. Who is your favorite heel? This can be past, present, or anything. Well, basically, past or present, basically. Anything else would be kind of stupid. So, yeah. So, if you have a name, you can get started first. If you don't, I can get started.
I do, actually.
The floor is yours.
Um, Now I will not lie to you. I will not lie to you. My favorite heel, I kind of sort of have two. That's top for number one.
Or 1A, 1B.
1A and 1B, yep.
Okay.
So I'll start with the 1B first, and that's 2009 Randy Orton.
Not skinhead Orton.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
That's crazy.
When
He was
I
really skinhead.
Bro, when I tell you that man was on a whole nother level hill wise, and the
Yeah.
creativity behind that whole run, couldn't have asked for a better Randy Orton. Especially my favorite moment with that hill run was when he tried to hit Cena with the pyro.
He tried to kill him on national TV.
He tried to kill that man on a number of occasions, but that moment stood out for me. And then 1A would have to be Final Boss Rock.
Okay. I can see that.
Like, we all got Hollywood Rock back then. Like, Hollywood Rock ain't nothing compared to Final Boss Rock. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Y'all,
this Road to Rocks on Final Boss is insane.
it's crazy. Like, he really took being a heel and made it on a whole nother level as far as his character is concerned. Like,
Definitely.
what he did to Cody Rhodes outside of his own bus, you couldn't ask for a better ending to Monday Night Raw than that. I'm sorry.
And then afterwards, the recording after.
Yeah. It
Like,
was like all clear.
fuck that.
Fuck that. I was like, yo, this man he snapped. He snapped. And it
Those are,
worked so great. It
those are
worked
two
so
good
great.
heels. I didn't. Here's the point. I didn't expect the skinhead Orton one though. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
Even though that was a great heel. It was
Yeah,
for me.
that's what made me a Randy Orton fan from the rip. It was just that run alone. Like, he was good before, don't get me wrong. But that heel run, I was on the Randy Orton bandwagon, bro.
Okay, this is okay now for me. I just have one, and
Okay.
I think every person from our age generation will understand this.
Hmm.
He was a heel from 1999 to 2006. Let's just say that Triple H.
Okay. Um,
Triple
that
H
guy.
is my all-time favorite heel. Here's why.
Okay.
From '99, remember the first episode of SmackDown?
Oh, don't remind me. I just watched that the other day. Oh my god.
It was The Rock and Triple H for the WWE Championship. Shawn Michaels refereeing. Next thing you know, we thinking Rock's going to beat Triple H to hold people's elbow. boom, right in the face from Shawn Michaels.
And we didn't get the match we
We
always
never got a
wanted.
match with them two. I'm mad at that too. But let's get
Oh
back.
God.
Yeah, we never got mad. I know. I was hurt about that.
Mm-hmm.
Triple H winning the match, then being champion. Then on top of that, the following year in the 2000 era, we get the Hunter McMahon Helmsley stuff. When I
Mm-hmm.
tell you that run with them two, I hated Triple H. It was to a core. It was like, bro, you married a boss's daughter. Now you're
Mm-hmm.
running the show. You got Mick Foley fired. You're
Mm-hmm.
basically running roughshod against the company. You
Yep.
beat up JR so many times. It was
Yep.
insane.
Yeah.
Then, then fast forward, he does do a little face turn. Didn't last long. Basically jumps Shawn Michaels in the backstage and made that man bleed.
Oh,
And that
that.
set up
Oh,
that set up their rivalry for SummerSlam into like Survivor Series and everything.
the greatest SummerSlam match of all time, hands down.
One of, yes.
Oh,
And that sets up
I will fight till there's nothing left.
then of
Oh
course that
boy.
sets up his evolution days.
Oh my God. The suits.
The
The
suits
suits.
it was basically the modern day Four Horsemen.
Yes,
He
absolutely. The
was basically
suits.
Triple H. I mean, Triple H was basically Ric Flair. Ric Flair and Batista was basically Arn and Ollie Anderson, and
Hmm.
Orton with Tully Blanchard.
That makes sense.
That makes
That
a
makes
lot
sense.
of sense. And
Yeah.
then like then the whole evolution breaks up. He still was healed from the time until '06 where he became a tag team with Shawn to become DX. But in that time frame in '99 to 2006, Hunter was the most hated guy for me watching wrestling. I didn't
Yeah.
care what it was. When he lost
Yeah.
that belt, I rejoiced. When he lost the belt to either Batista, Goldberg, The Rock, Stone Cold, whoever beat him for that belt, I was happy. Now Triple H is now the CEO of the company. I love him to death now. But as a
Yeah.
heel, he did his job. He made you hate him. Like I
Hmm.
said, that first SmackDown episode on UPN, it pissed everybody off that The Rock got screwed. That day, I hated Triple H ever then. It was like
Hmm.
crazy.
Yep.
But that's my favorite heel of all time. All right, guys. So we gonna get out of here. It's been a great episode. You got anything coming up, bro? Any events coming up or anything? Matter of fact, before you say that, before you do anything, I want to do this right quick.
Hmm.
Congratulations, congratulations on his mom getting married. His mom just got married yesterday, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yesterday.
Congratulations to her. 'Cause I know she had to deal
Uh,
with your ass for a long period of time, so now she's happy.
yeah. Honestly, like that was I never thought that I would actually witness my mom get married, and I was like completely happy for her. Like I love to see it, and I just I wish that day didn't have to end so soon for her because she's on her way. She's actually, if not as we speak, she's in New Orleans right now having her honeymoon.
Oh, she in New Orleans. Okay.
Yeah, she's in New Orleans, so I'm happy for her, and I had to fight back some tears of joy. You know, I
Hey,
had to do
man,
that real quick.
hey,
But
man.
yeah, I'm definitely happy for her, and I just wish nothing but the best for her moving forward.
Definitely. I know how it feels how to shed a tear about the mom. Of course, with me, my mom not being here anymore, so I can understand
Yeah.
that. Plus, like I said, my birthday was just past Tuesday, and of course, my mother's birthday as well. So if she was here,
Right, right.
she will be talking about wrestling with us too.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, congrats to your mother on getting married. Hopefully, like I said,
Appreciate it.
hopefully she has a great time in New Orleans. Get get some beignets, get some shrimp po' boys, all that stuff.
All
Enjoy
of
it.
that good stuff. All of that good
But do
stuff.
you have anything coming up? Anything coming up, bro?
Um, Nothing yet. I will just say, keep your eyes open on the ASW Philly Exodus Jones page. We're working on some stuff for the end of the season. We don't have nothing etched in stone just yet, but just keep your eyes on that. Also, just follow me, Nova chapter Nova underscore chapter 31 on Instagram, ASW Philly underscore Exodus Jones on Instagram. Um, just follow me on there and just keep up with your boy because we're
All
about to
right,
pick up
cool.
business.
All right, so like for me, like I said, you can follow me on at fat double underscore hawk 54 on IG. Like I said, we're open to having guests on the show. Next week, I'm gonna try to book somebody for the show next week, possibly for us. So that'll be a big deal. Also, you can follow me on TikTok. Let me get this name right quick, just to be on the safe side. I don't want to get a wrong name. You can follow me on at King Rome 54 on TikTok. You can message me on there. You won't be on the show.
Hmm.
So, like I said, this podcast is for anybody that loves wrestling. You can come on, like talk about your favorite wrestler. You can talk about what's going on currently, or you can talk about what's going on back in the past. Like it's whatever
Yeah.
you want to talk about. Also, guys, we have a Discord. If you would like to join the Discord, hit me up on IG or hit him up on IG. Also, bro, if you know some people that want to be on the Discord, let me know. Or who won't be on the show. Because I know you got some friends that love wrestling, especially on your brand ASW. They're
Oh yeah,
more
yeah,
than,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
they're more than welcome to come on the show. We can talk wrestling or anything, it don't matter.
Yeah.
And like I said, we'll be back next week. Hopefully, we'll see a new IC champion, maybe. Hopefully. If not, hey, we'll keep moving. And I think I already said this Survivor Series, we're going to do a live stream via, watching the show. So don't make plans.
Yeah, don't make plans, y'all.
You
Don't.
too.
Yeah, y'all too. Don't make any plans.
Damn fool.
I
All right, guys, we're going to head out of here. So I appreciate all y'all coming out. And like I said, we'll be back next week. Have a good night, y'all.
Yeah, and no sexy red neither. Yeah, I'm going there. I don't care.
You know what? One more time for the road.
Yeah, listen. Y'all, WWE, save yourselves, okay? We just said NXT was on fire. Don't really be on fire. Y'all come to the city. I swear to God, get yourselves tested afterwards, please.
We're going to end this episode. Good night, guys.